Good morning. It's morning here in South Africa, Durban, South Coast. It's morning, so good morning. My name is Linda. To those who doesn't know me, I was diagnosed with a cancer called plasma cell leukemia, stroke myeloma, stroke leukemia. My doctor used it interchangeably. So yeah, just to explain a little bit of what my short was saying, because I had to give a little bit of an update about the situation right now about my cancer. So let me just give it a little bit of explanation this morning to say that we've been waiting. I've been doing blood tests and stuff like that. To those who are following my videos, they know that since 3 months ago, cancer came back, and it came back in a subtle way. We didn't see it coming. So there's something called free light chains that shows the doctor that the cancer is back, so to speak. So now what is happening is these light chains are keeping on climbing. They are not going back. So I did bone marrow just to check if the cancer is back, and yes, it was fine. The doctor found that the cancer was back. The bone marrow we did, it's called bone marrow aspirate, because I've already done a bone marrow transplant. Transplant did work because I was on remission for a bit. So that's we started another chemo to see that chemo is going to work and try and reduce light chains. It didn't work, and then we tried last month another one. Well, unfortunately, it didn't work as well. It's strange looking at blood results. I'm not a doctor, but looking at blood results, everything seems to be working. All other blood results shows good, they're positive, and everything looks to be fine. It's only this free light chains and that shows the spike. So, and other things else, even in that, other than that, every other ranges looks a little bit normal. I don't know what God is teaching me about that, but anyway, it's all fine. So we did try these two different chemos because we were trying to avoid paying a lot of money with the chemo that I need to do now. It's very expensive. So at the moment we are busy trying to raise funds, and it's if you diagnosed with cancer, you know that it's everything is timeless. It's timely. You can't wait for long. There's no time to wait. It's either you get the medication and treatment now or not. So yeah, we are in that phase this week. We're getting all the quotations. Well, the good thing is the doctor is not expensive, so we're waiting for that expensive bill and see how it's been structured and everything like that. And then the doctor will make a date, and then because this chemo, I need to be in a hospital so that they can monitor my vitals, my side effects, and how it affects me, all those kinds of things. And then pre-meds and after meds. If you've got cancer, you know what I'm talking about. Steroids, all those kind of pre-meds that they do. They need to be monitored, and they monitor your vitals and stuff like that. And your BP, blood pressure, diabetic, because the cancer gave me diabetic, which I wasn't. But after we did some chemo, especially the chemo that I was doing, it did work, the first one that I did. But steroids, for some reason, even last month, I always need to be careful after I had steroids. I need to be careful of how I eat and what I eat, all the things like that. So yeah, I just thought I must explain this a little bit to say we're trying to do things right. It's just birds, they are disturbing me. It's just birds, they are there, they're just disturbing me, and the kids are playing on that bridge over there, so it's all fine. Yeah, so now we are in a different path now to see if this chemo will work. So, but we are all hoping that it will work. It's our prayer that it will work. So I think that's what I wanted to explain, to say. Oh, the other thing I wanted to explain is that I've been receiving lots of messages from different people telling me to try this, especially herbal things. You know, I'm a African. I'm Zulu in that matter. So in our culture, we use different medicines and medical stuff, especially using herbs. The thing is, though, if you look at the herbs and the chemos that I'm using, you just look at the ingredients, you see that they will cancel each other. No matter what you do, they will cancel each other. If you take that route and mixing it with this type of medication that the doctor is giving you, it will cancel each other. So, in other words, you'll end up not getting help that you need. So my plan is, I'm trying to tell them that my plan is, I'm trying to be in remission. Then once I'm in remission, I can go to traditional plants and then use those. Like even with food as well, I'm eating in a way that it could help my body to recover and to work well with the chemo. But you know, even in that, if I'm not careful, I will end up using whole lots of things that will negate whatever we're trying to do, which won't help me to recover as quickly as possible. Because once I'm in remission, then it's easy to go for all the kinds of plants that we've got here in KZN. And because I know it's just plants, you know, it's just plants, and all food is medical. And I know that God created our bodies to eat, to get healed by what we eat. So I'm Zulu. I'm saying this again. We know plants that can help, but at the moment, I thought I will explain this, that can I just finish chemo? Because if you look at the ingredients of the chemo and look at the plants they're talking about, I know some of the plants. You look at them, you can see that this one will not work well with this one. This one will work well with this one. Even if you can go and ask our traditional healers if you want. I don't go to traditional healers and sangomas. Those who don't know, it's people who are using traditional medicine, that are trained to use traditional medicine by our ancestors, or what we call amadlos. So they will tell you that you cannot mix these two things if the doctors have failed. So it's good therefore to start to use traditional medicine, because the ingredients will definitely, especially with these heavy plants, they will cancel each other. It's like chemo anyway. It's just that chemo is more, you get a pre-meds. In a traditional plants, you don't get a pre-med. So you just you need to make sure that you consume it in the right dose. So who knows the right dose? It will be somebody trying to do that. You know, I was working at KZN Wildlife here in KZN. We know plants. The guys were showing me all different kinds of plants and how they work. But if you ask them, what is the good measurement to know that you cannot overdose and kill yourself with these plants, it's hard to find. It's hard. That is why it's better to start with the doctors first, get healed, get into remission, and then start to prevent the cancer recurrence by using our traditional plants. We've got many. I can't even name one because we've got many. Like even here, we're surrounded with lots of nature. So yeah, I wanted to explain that as well. Not that I'm rude, not that I don't want to explain it. It's just that at the moment, let me just go this route, get into remission, then I will definitely use your advice, guys. Not that I don't want to use your advice. I like to use your advice. Some of the advice as well, I've taken it before. So I know it works. I know that our plants works. But yeah, that's all I wanted to explain as well. If somebody who is more traditional in thinking see this video, just know that at the moment, let me finish the chemo, get into remission, and then I will go back to our traditional plants. And again, you know, if somebody says that to me, because I've got cancer, and says that to me, you know, the doctors are making money, it's about chemo doesn't work and all this stuff. So that's, if it's saying that to me, it's firstly, it's not entirely true, because the first chemo did put me into remission. So, and it's so two, what do you want a person with cancer to think? So I'm in the process of getting chemo, and then you hear somebody say that chemo doesn't work, and then you can see that these people doesn't know how to deal with something chronic and serious like cancer. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. So please, guys, let's be mindful that um, we might look better because we are better at the moment. I'm not dead. I'm not sickly, but at the same time, I'm fighting this disease every day. So let us be mindful of that and support each other properly and support each other anyway and pray for each other. So thank you so much. I thought I needed to explain this very because yesterday it was just a short, so I thought I must make a video and explain it well. If you didn't hear me, you can still ask me. If you want to know more about some things, you can, in the comments, you can ask for my email address. I will just email it to you so that you know if you've got cancer and you want to supplement with some traditional medicines, if I'm saying traditional, African medicines. I'll drop it down for you. I don't know how you're going to get it wherever you are, maybe in America, UK, and Australia, New Zealand. I don't know, especially in Australia. They don't want anything that they don't know to get into their country. But that's all for now. Thank you.